Breaking news from Ashburn. The Pro Bowl cornerback could be living his final days with us as the Ravens are lurking. Coincidence that he's played only 2 games? What no one will tell you. Dan Quinn is quietly revolutionizing our defense with a scheme that terrifies offensive coordinators. Meanwhile, even the president sent a powerful message during the 2027 draft announcement at the National Mall. The Commanders are claiming their spot in the elite, and only you are getting this insider info now. The time to hop on the bandwagon is today, because tomorrow might be too late. Turn on the bell to not miss a single detail. The NFL never sleeps, and the moves in the free agent market continue to stir up trouble in the capital. After selecting Trey Amos in the 2nd round of the 2025 draft, a highly rated cornerback prospect from Ole Miss with great versatility and reach, rumors about Marshian Latimore's future are intensifying. Is Latimore really on the hot seat? I think the signs are pretty clear. Washington could be interested in trading the veteran cornerback, a 4-time Pro Bowl selectee, if the organization wants to maximize Jayden Daniels' rookie contract with younger, cheaper assets and draft capital. Last season, Washington acquired Latimore at the trade deadline after 8 seasons with the New Orleans Saints. But reality is tough. He's only played 2 games wearing the Commanders' jersey due to injuries. And when he played, his performance was lackluster. Looking at his last 3 seasons, the 28-year-old Latimore has played only 26 regular season games and missed 25. Coincidence? I tell you, no. Injuries have clearly affected his performance, as he's never received a grade over 62.5 from Pro Football Focus during Washington's final stretch of the season. Most likely trade partner? The Baltimore Ravens, who are also struggling in their secondary, could be an ideal trade partner. But let's not jump the gun. Latimore carries an $18 million salary cap hit this season, possibly too big an investment for Washington to give up and too large a responsibility for someone else to take on. Now I ask you, should the Commanders keep Latimore as a veteran leader in an extremely young secondary, or seek capital to build around Daniels? This decision could define our defensive future. Fans of the Washington Commanders have been speculating about how Dan Quinn and Joe Witt Jr. intend to deploy Kane Medrano, the surprise of the draft, this season. And while it's unlikely we'll have much information until we see the former UCLA star on the field, his selection indicates something about the type of defense they intend to implement. Are we witnessing a defensive revolution in Washington? I firmly believe we are. There is a trend in the NFL lately, stemming from Baltimore. When Mike McDonald took over the defensive coordinator duties in 2023, he put the finishing touches on a scheme that had been brewing for some time. The Ravens had the best defense in the NFL that year, and now it seems the Commanders are shaping their defense following that strategy. For most of football history, defenses have been defined by their 7 front players. We speak of a 4-3 or 3-4 base. It's been like this since the 1950s. But let's fast forward to 2024. The Commanders' defense took a big step forward. One of the most obvious reasons is that their linebackers, Bobby Wagner and Frankie Louvu, are about 100 times better than their 2023 counterparts, Jamin Davis and Cody Barton. Most importantly, Washington no longer uses a traditional 4-3 or 3-4 front. Last year's Commanders' base defense was a 3-2-4. with 2 additional hybrid players shifting depending on the particular play. One of the clearest signs that Washington might be trying to recreate the Ravens' defense can be seen in how they've bolstered the defensive line with bigger players like Javon Kinlaw and Detrick Wise Jr. Now I ask you, are you ready to embrace this new defensive system that could take us to the next level? Critics might doubt, but the evolution of our defense could be the factor that leads us to a Super Bowl. You don't get too far in any conversation about the Washington Commanders without the name of quarterback Jayden Daniels coming up. And not just because he plays the most important position in the game, but because he did it better than most last season, his first with the Commanders, earning him the NFL Offensive Rookie of the Year award. Can Daniels carry us to glory? I think his performance in 2024 was so good that former Washington quarterback Alex Smith boldly stated it might have been the best rookie season ever. And it turns out, Smith isn't the only one who thinks that way about Daniels, as it seems the young quarterback has a fan sitting in the Oval Office. During a press conference on Monday to announce that Washington, D.C. will host the 2027 NFL Draft, President Trump took the podium and began his remarks with high praise for managing partner Josh Harris, the Commanders organization, and the young quarterback. "I must say, Josh had a very good draft recently," Trump said. "You've got a really good quarterback. A great quarterback." The draft in D.C. will take place at the National Mall, with an artistic representation presented at the press conference showcasing a long strip of land between the Washington Monument and the Capitol dedicated for it. Along with the representation of what the new Washington football stadium might look like, the president stated confidence that what is coming in the region will be unlike anything we've seen before. Now I ask you, isn't this the ultimate recognition that the Commanders are back on the NFL map? With a star quarterback praised by the president and a historic draft on the way, Washington is finally winning off the field. For anyone under 40, there's never been a more exciting time to be a fan of the Washington Commanders than right now. After a stunning turnaround from winning only 4 games in 2023 to reaching the NFC Championship last season, Washington has continued to rack up wins during the preseason. First came the deal for a new stadium on the RFK Stadium site, expected to be completed by 2030, pending City Council approval. Days later, Josh Harris and company secured another major win. Washington has been confirmed as the host city for the 2027 NFL Draft. Isn't this the ultimate proof that the Commanders are back? Edot, I tell you, this will be the first draft Washington hosts during the Super Bowl era, and undoubtedly comes as a direct reflection of the franchise's increasing competitiveness from top to bottom. After a season like the Commanders had in 2024, there's a honeymoon period where all vibes around the organization are positive. Harris's ownership group has capitalized on this in every possible way. From the new stadium deal to the acquisition of stars like Laramie Tunsil and Deebo Samuel Sr., Washington is doing everything it can to maximize a window of not just on-field success, but overall as a football city. The Commanders fan base, traditionally among the most passionate in the NFL but had fallen dormant in recent years, has been revitalized by the energy provided by the team's new direction. Hosting the draft in DC at the National Mall will result in a big, active turnout. The Commanders deserve to be nationally relevant as one of the league's major markets. Due to organizational ineptitude over the last 30 years, it's been too long since they were treated that way. Long ago, former general manager Bruce Allen infamously declared that despite the organization's lack of results on Sundays during the fall, they were at least winning off the field. They weren't. Fast forward over a decade, and it's hard to think of a better way to describe what's happening with the Commanders this preseason. Now I ask you, isn't this the perfect time to hop on the Commanders bandwagon? With a star quarterback, a new stadium on the way, and a historic draft, the future has never been brighter in Washington. Commanders, what do you think of this explosive news? Do you think we should say goodbye to Latimore or give him another chance? Are you excited about this new defense strategy inspired by the Ravens? And what do you think about the president's comments on our star quarterback? Don't miss our upcoming exclusive analyses. If you want more content like this, make sure to subscribe to the channel, turn on notifications, and leave your opinions in the comments. Your support allows us to keep bringing you the latest Commanders news and analysis. Every comment counts, every subscription matters, and together, we'll keep supporting our team through every victory and defeat. This fan family grows every day, and we want you to be a part of it. And remember, hail to the Redskins.